If you're looking for the best Glock suppressor sights, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers and customer feedback. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. So let's get started. Position of our list. We have Ameriglo Tall Suppress 3-Dot Tritium for Glock. We'll start by introducing you to the Ameriglo Tall Suppress 3-Dot Tritium sights for Glocks. They come with a green tritium color and are outlined in white for excellent visibility. They produce a very clear and easy to see 3-dot sight image above your suppressor, which you may even prefer to your original sights. Solid construction. Made from machined steel, no matter what type of environment you are shooting in, these sights should be super strong and reliable. In terms of design, we like that they've kept things clean and simple in a matte black to match well with your Glock. Also, the matte black works well to reduce any glare you could experience with some standard sights. Ameriglo has utilized Lumi green paint to produce these green tritium sights. After a little light exposure, the sights will emit a very clear, easy to see, and bright green glow for up to 10 minutes before it starts to fade away. So all in all, this is a fantastic little deal from the quality manufacturer that is Ameriglo. They're solid and should be very reliable. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Truglo TFX Tritium and Fiber Optic Extreme handgun sights for Glock pistols. Next in line, we have these Truglo TFX Tritium and Fiber Optic Extreme handgun sights for Glock. These sights work fantastically both in day and night conditions, giving you super clear visibility. And the best part is that no light exposure batteries are needed to keep the glow. Unique to this design is a front side focus lock ring in place, which lets you focus super fast to find your target. This is ideal for self-defense scenarios and should be just as effective in lower light conditions or even darkness. What's more, if you want to maintain good cover from your intended target, it's good to know that the concealed fiber can only be seen from your end of the pistol. Plus, good thought has been put into the ergonomics of these sights. They are made snag-resistant and fit well with common holster designs. The good ergonomics may allow you to quickly draw your weapon rapidly and reliably every time. These Truglo sights will fit a huge variety of Glock pistols, from the Glock 17 right through to the 41. However, they will not work with MO models. The number 3 position is held by XS Sight Systems DXD Big Dot for Glock Suppressor Height GL4S5. Now we're checking out these XS Sight Systems DXD Big Dot for Glock sights, designed for use in all light conditions for highly effective self-defense targeting. They are also made to sit at an adequate height, giving you the visuals you need above a Glock suppressor. The express rear sight is built with a vertical green tritium strip, highlighted with a very visible white outline. Then, the front sight has a tritium dot surrounded by a clearly marked white ring. This sight combo is ideal for close-range targeting at speed and is made to be a direct replacement for your Glock factory sights. Quick targeting speed is attained because the front sight is designed to be large enough for you to focus quickly on it and then your intended target. Plus, its white dot reflects light very efficiently in low light conditions to aid this process. XS Sight Systems have created a snag-free design here, which allows you to draw your weapon in a fluid motion. Then the construction is a quality blued steel with a matte black finish. The matte finish is useful in that it won't reflect any potential glare you could experience with more polished sight options. Finally, there's a full hardware kit included with this setup, and it is a file-to-fit style installation, so no sight pusher tools are needed. Next at number 4, we have Trijic Glock Suppressor Night Sight Set. White front/white rear with green front lamp and orange rear lamps. Our last pair of sights are included in this Trijic Glock Suppressor Night Sight Set. These have been specifically designed for suppressors, however, they work just as well as backup iron sights working in tandem with a red dot sight. They work well in all light conditions and also without any light. This is due to a tritium phosphor lamp setup, which doesn't require batteries to maintain a strong glow in the dark or low light. We should also mention that the single front lamp is green, while the 2 rear lamps are orange. Sometimes the recoil on a Glock can be quite hefty, yet there's no need to worry with these raised sights as they have been built to withstand harsh recoil. The reason for this is that the tritium gas lamps are sealed within aluminum cylinders. Therefore, They won't get damaged too easily if you tend to use heavy cleaning solvents to get them polished up. Also, another great aspect of these lamps is that they are capped with a sapphire jewel. This way, the light is distributed evenly, giving you a clearer overall image for targeting. Plus, they act as an added form of protection. Lastly, you'll be pleased to know that these sights will work with a variety of Glock models. From a Glock 17 through to a 39, you shouldn't have any problems setting these Glock sights up for your suppressor or red dot optics. The number 5 position is held by SIG Romeo 0. SIG Sauer is not my favorite gun maker. No real reason, just not my favorite. But the SIG Romeo 0 on an RMR base sitting on top of a Whoop-ass modified Glock 17, come on. The Romeo is designed to fit with thin slides and is made from space-age materials. The SIG Sauer Romeo 0 is made from polymer for the body and the lens. Go ahead, Ed, say it. Yes, a polymer body is weak and will twist, and along with that, a plastic, actually polymer as well, lens will scratch and look blurry, etc. That is not the truth, my friends. The polymer body is stippled to match the SIG P365, which works pretty flawlessly with the Glock Gen 5 and older Glock models. The lens and polymer, what do you think? Weak? That is where this unit really shines bright. And the polymer is thanks to the impact strength of aluminum bodies and glass lenses. What are we talking about with a Glock wearing a suppressor and all the super cool night sights, toughness, and reliability to its extremes? And this RMR sight is the one. Just to make it extra fluffy and hard to resist, the reticle is an 8-level brightness red dot, motion activated, or shake awake. Just set the brightness for your most anticipated bad day episode, and when you pull it from its resting place, the reticle turns on, and you are ready to get to work. The number 6 position is dominated by Holosun Elite Micro. This beastie comes with my favorite reticle, a true reflex sight reticle, a 2 MOA dot inside a 65 MOA ring, illuminated of course. This offering is definitely suppressor height sights category, but more the flavor or an SBR, looking under the mount for the factory sights, or maybe a brush gun. And that is due to 2 things. First, it is a high mounting unit, and second, it has a solar panel. Yeah, that is what I said, solar panel. Holosun has really stepped up their game in this part of the optics world, kind of a new player to the handgun sights market, and they are not letting any grass grow under their feet, that is for sure. The solar panel will charge a battery if the sight is left off for a long time, as you would expect. The sight will also run off the solar panel and save the battery. That sounds amazing. However, it is an illuminated reticle, and that may be a challenge to use in bright sunshine. Speaking of the reticle, this reticle is my favorite shooting style while moving and all that style of gun work. It is the green dot inside the green circle, and all of that is adjustable brightness. The Holosun Elite Micro is built more like a red dot scope or Cytovolt, more tube and less open view. The Holosun Elite base is a high see-through style base to use the iron sights if the red dot or green dot scope fails. So as you can see, this optic is more for the top of a shoulder-fired gun, and the base mounts to a Picatinny rail, not an RMR base. With all of that said, the sight will undoubtedly look over the top of any suppressor you screw on the Glock. Back to the solar panel for a second. If the gun you mount is on will see lots of sunshine, it will be a great field gun for, say, a crossbow for those thinking ahead. But a pistol that is holstered and out of the sun, that option is just a waste. Waste or not, a solar-powered optic is flat-out cool no matter what anyone says. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Vortex Viper Red Dot Sight. This red dot sight is actually a reflex style. Wide open sight picture, easy to get on target, with a 6 MOA red dot reticle. The RMR base sits super low on guns with a milled slide and comes from the factory with a base plate that will fit on a Weaver Picatinny rail. The Vortex Viper is all about its super durability, looking and fitting like it was born there, and with its ArmorTech coating protecting the body and the lens, how can you go wrong? The lens is fully multi-coated for excellent light transfer to your eyeballs. The Vortex Viper Red Dot sits so low that it will work to co-witness with your stock iron sights or some nifty night sights. And with the correct mounting plate and some high-set suppressor sights on the top of your Glock 19, this will work just fine for any combination you put your Gen 5 Glock into. The Vortex Viper Red Dot sight is fully adjustable, both windage and elevation, and the Viper has a set screw to keep those adjustments right on the money no matter what happens. In this mounting style, you will not need a sight tool more custom than a screwdriver and some of the blue thread locker, and you are in business. The number 8 position is held by Burris Fastfire Roman 3. Burris is never one to be left behind in the field of optics, and the RMR-style sight is one they really bring the game to. As everyone who knows the firearms optics world, the Burris Forever Warranty is just the top of the stack compared to the rest. The reticle in the Burris Fastfire Roman 3 is a light brightness sensor, so the red dot reticle will be precisely what you need when presented. You can spend the precious fractions of a second getting a great sight picture, not worrying about the brightness settings. The reticle is fully adjustable windage and elevation, and the battery is accessible from the top. This optic will transform your Glock pistols into much more. They will take on a new life. The reticle ordered in either 3 MOA or the asterisk MOA, depending on if you want a bullseye shoot or fast shoot. That is your choice. Think about it carefully. The Fastfire Roman 2 comes with a Picatinny rail mount and has no tools adjustments for its turrets. When I look at this little beast of S sight, it seems like the no tools adjustment is more like a coin adjustment. All marketing. Next at number 9, we have Haney Glock 42/43/43X LED Straight 8 Night Sight Set. In recent years, various handgun manufacturers offered red dot ready carry pistols. One of them is the Glock 43X MOS, a version of the Glock 43 featuring a pre-cut slide designed to accept a red dot sight. If you own one of these handguns, the Haney LED Straight 8 for Glock 42/43/43X is the set of iron sights for you. Inspired by military combat sights, this set brings technology from the battlefield to benefit civilian shooters and concealed carriers. The Straight 8 set features Haney's trademark ledge design, with serrated rear faces, countered edges, a wide front sight post, and a single tritium lamp in the front and rear sight each, forming a vertical 2-dot aiming system. According to the manufacturer, the 2-dot system is clearer and intuitive to the human eye than traditional 3-dot sights, leading to faster follow-up shots. The rear sight features a lip, facilitating one-handed operation, such as racking the slide against a table corner. The robust metal construction features a rust-resistant finish, requiring no maintenance. This sight set can co-witness with all the sights recommended for use on the Glock 43X MOS, such as the Shield Sights RMSC or the Trijican RMRCC. It is also compatible with the standard Glock 43 and the 380 ACP Glock 42. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Amory Glow Tritium front and rear tall suppressor set. Amory Glow is a leading manufacturer of 100% US-made pistol sights, supplying law enforcement agencies, military units, and civilian enthusiasts. The Amory Glow front and rear tall suppressor set is compatible with nearly every Gen 1 to Gen 4 Glock pistol. This set features a tall, triangular rear sight and a wide, square front sight post with a single tritium lamp. 2 rear sight options are available, all black, forming a single dot sighting system, or classic 2-dot, creating a standard 3-dot sighting.